What's poppin', YouTube family? It's your boy Dwight. Welcome back to the channel, Silverback Sillage. Hope all is well with everybody. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I post new content. Now today, with winter fastly coming to an end, I have an interesting idea that I thought I wanted to bring to the channel prior to actually doing my top 10 spring fragrance list. And that's inducting 10 fragrances into the Spring Hall of Fame. Keep it locked. Well, let's get down to business. Like I stated before, these 10 fragrances right here are well deserving of their golden jacket as Hall of Famers in the fragrance realm of things for the season of spring. So let's get right down to it, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time on notes because every fragrance that you're going to see, I've already talked about before in that magnitude. First up, from the house of bond number 9, and that's Bleecker Street. Green, blueberry, fresh smelling, very green, might I add, with a little bit of caramel in the mix there. So you do got some sweetness there, but it's quintessential for green and spring, and kind of having an uplifting scent profile, considering that you've already been freezing your behind off all winter long. And then now it's time to start breaking out some more happier, attitude-oriented fragrances. Next one. Headed to the house of Armaf with Nuit. A very, very good interpretation of the Green Iris Tweed from Creed DNA. A lot of people turn to this one because they don't want to spend Creed type of money. It also has a nice blast of citrus, lemon verbena, green, aromatic with some lavender hints in there. And as you begin to dry down, you get a little bit of fizziness with the ambergris / creaminess of the sandalwood. It's a very, very man's man type of smell, and great for spring. It deserves its yellow jacket, or golden jacket, so to speak. Next one, back to the house of Armaf with Club de Nuit Sillage. A Silver Mountain Water clone. Very fresh, very lemon and tea oriented in that opening. Little muskiness and some powderiness in there, but it's exceptionally fresh. Perfect for the spring months, and kind of gets you out of those dog days of a freezing cold winter. Deserves this gold jacket and has made multiple spring fragrance lists on this channel. Next one. Discontinued too soon, Acqua Di Gio Profondo Lights. And within that Profondo family, this one happens to be the greenest of them all. Unfortunately discontinued, which I don't quite understand how Giorgio Armani does things. They get hits, bring them to the market, you fall in love with them, then you get to the point to where you can't wait to maybe go get your backup bottle, and before you know it, it's gone. But it's perfect for spring. It just, everything about it, when you smell it and smell the Profondo DNA, you get spring because of the greenness that's brought to the table with it. Next one. Going to the house of Tom Ford with Grey Vetiver Eau de Parfum. Quintessential for the office. Very, very fresh, uplifting. Never a bad time to smell like this fragrance, even if you decide you want to wear it in the cold, especially to and from work or Sunday service. Grapefruit heavy. You get some spice from the pimento / vetiver going in through there, so you get a little bit of like hay-like woodiness. But the lemon in this one, the grapefruit in this one, in the opening, reigns supreme throughout the lifetime of the fragrance. And it's a grown man scent for important places to go, but it's perfect for spring. Next one. Going to the house of Salvortore Ferragamo with Acqua Essenziale Blue. A blue scent that gives some freshness, gives you the blue fragrance DNA, a little bit of powderiness, and some lavender mixed in there. It's one of the blue fragrances that don't get talked about as much in the fragrance community anymore, and never really got its just due, in my humble opinion, beside my buddy over at TLTG Reviews, Ross. That's where I actually heard of this fragrance, and it just kind of came into the mix for me to get my nose on in the midst of having YSL Ys of the world, Blue Day Chanel's, Sauvage, so on and so forth. This is one of those blue fragrances that's not on every fragrance counter, so it gave it some uniqueness, and it can be a little cloying and sweet. That's why instead of putting it in a summer list, I put it in the spring list, but it's definitely one that I plan to keep in my collection, and it's perfect for spring. Next one. To the House of Chanel with Platinum Egoiste. Perfect grown man scent. This is what a man should smell like. It gives you the fougere fragrance DNA. You got some aromatics, some fresh spiciness within this one right here. The most prevalent note is that lavender note, but it gives you some neroli and some petitgrain and some green nuances in there, and then it keeps drying down to woods and a little bit of amber vibe hiding in the background. But it's a very, very sophisticated scent profile. One thing about it, you know a grown man has walked in the room when you smell Platinum Egoiste. Next one, and super popular, Yves Saint Laurent or YSL Y Eau de Parfum. Wow, I don't think that there's nobody that watches any fragrance videos that's never heard of this one. It's made 1 million top 10 fragrance videos, and it's a blue fragrance that is sweet, strong, very powerful, but most importantly, can be a little cloying when people go crazy with the sprays because they want their presence known, when they just don't realize you can spray this 3 or 4 times. It's going to last all day. It's going to push like crazy, and it's a mass appealing scent profile, to say the least. But you don't have to overspray it. But I found out in summertime when you spray this one here, if you're not careful, when that temperature gets to rising higher than 85, 90-ish, it can be a little cloying if you that overspraying type. Second to last, another popular one, and that's Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette. One that has a lot of ambroxan push. Very, very fresh. Very, very popular. A mainstay in most people's collection. Most people got their nose on that at a fragrance counter at the mall. Left with a bottle off the strength of how much they were hyping it. Johnny Depp being on the commercials. And the thing smells good. Let's be real. I mean, it gets its fair share of hate because people tired of hearing about it. Like, they tired of hearing about Creed Vintage. They tired of hearing about Blue Day Chanel, especially the Eau de Parfum. They tired of hearing about Acqua Di Gio. They tired of hearing about this. You can get people grumpy about all fragrances. But one thing nobody can say about Sauvage, besides the fact that everybody got it, that it stinks or don't smell good. Ain't too many people saying that I've ever ran into. Perfect for spring because it's strong. So if you overspray it, you can knock somebody out in the summer. And last but not least, to the House of Prada with Prada L'Homme. Another one that would make a top 10 office fragrance list for me. Never a bad time to smell like it, especially if you want to do the iris fresh thing. Popular within the fragrance community, not as popular just in everyday life when it comes to folks. But what you're going to get with it, you're going to get iris, you're going to get a little spice, you're going to get some amberiness in the dry down, but the iris is the key player. And it's a very, very fresh, powdery scent profile, so you can spray this on, you can wear it anywhere. It's never a bad time to get you some iris in your life, especially when you go places where you dress to the part and you're going somewhere where you don't want to offend anybody. That's where fragrances like that come in. These 10 fragrances right here have definitely earned their golden jacket, and my intentions for a video like this is to continue to grow my fragrance wardrobe and have my top 10s that come in and year out with different faces in those videos, whether it be spring, summer, on down to winter. Nobody wants to see the same 10 fragrances in every year's video. And these here have shown their face enough. They'll make other fragrance video lists, but consistently, if not again, you probably won't see them in the spring top 10 list, unless it's been some time. And my goal for list is to maybe let a fragrance make it maybe 2 years in a row if it earns it. After that, go ahead and give it its golden jacket. These are your spring Hall of Famers. That's my time. Peace.